Had some issues. The Clutch Chess Champion Showdown finals between Caruana-So. It's a 2-day final. Today's the first day. Right now is the first game. So let's have a look. Wesley's white the first game. The first 4 games are with normal chess, and the last 2 are with double. Caruana played the Ruy Lopez. Sometimes Fabi plays a6. Sometimes he plays knight f6. Usually he plays the Archangel with the bishop c5, and he did. Okay. All right, this is actually the main line. We haven't seen this in a long time. This is usually involving a pawn sacrifice. And there it is. Yep. So this is the main line of the Archangel. Black sacrifices a pawn. There's tons of theory. And normally, as we see in this game, white gets a double pawns here. If he takes with the queen, then this pawn's hanging. So he takes this way. White has the 2 bishops and an extra pawn. Sounds good. But, the king is a little open. The rook's on an open file. Black has tremendous pressure against the d pawn. And black gets a kingside attack. Anyway, this is all preparation and theory. Both players are prepped to the gills. So we'll see who has the first novelty. And after knight e7, Wesley's thinking, and Wesley plays knight a3. I assume he wants to play knight c4. Get rid of this bishop or put the knight on a better square. And black played c5, attacking the center again. Fabi likes those Benoni type positions. And obviously by looking at the hawk, you can see that Fabi is still in his preparation. And it looks like Wesley's out of his preparation. But this is, tons of theory and so forth. Mainly and so forth. All right. Looks like my mods still aren't here. The mods are never here. Man, harsh. What are you going to do? Whoops. Even I can't ban the people. Banned. Okay. I'll have to refresh. Okay, I'm refreshed. Okay. So after c5, he took on c5, bishop c5, b4, queen takes f4, white's up 2 pawns, knight g6. Fabi's still in his prep, obviously. Probably Wesley's still in his prep. He's trying to remember it. This doesn't look like black has any winning chances. Looks like black's fighting for a draw. He's down 2 pawns, but I'm not impressed. Of course, we're still in Fabi's preparation. So there you go. Ban everyone. That's good. We have 59 people watching. That's pretty light. But what are you going to do? Other people are also broadcasting, if you can call them people. 1,000 centidues, making ours the best. Yay, thanks, Suit Maker. I took a good nap, but I had trouble waking up. Okay, after queen g3, Fabi seems to be thinking for the first time. Yeah. I guess I'll put this here. So the time control for this event, which is today and tomorrow at the same time, is 10-minute with a 5-second increment. The morning tournament that we do has a 15-minute with a 10-second increment, so this is much quicker. They play 4 games, unless they play 3 or 5, and this is a 6 games. 1,000 centidues for Karen. Karen's not here, so as long as I don't tell her, we're good. Hooray. Thanks, Suit Maker. Go, Karen. Exactly. All right, so black played d5. It looks like Fabiano's out of his prep also, since he took 2 minutes on that move. Wesley played rook d1. e5 is a move. Rook d1 is a move. All right. White's up 2 pawns. To be perfectly honest, if I didn't know this was Fabi's prep, I would just think white's up 2 pawns. I don't see the compensation. I like white. The engine says it's about equal. Black plays bishop c7 and queen f6 and really dominates the dark squares, and white's king is a little iffy, and white's knight on a3 is a little iffy. So black has good compensation for the 2 pawns. Yeah. All right, let's see. Hello. Hey, everybody. Most of our viewers aren't here yet. It's funny because when Fabi plays the Real Lopez, not only does he play the Archangel, he also plays the Berlin, so you don't really know what you're in for. Too much love in the chat. Boo. That's right. All right. 131 viewers. We have more viewers. Hooray. Go Ben. That is correct. So it's funny. There's on a Family Guy, for reasons I don't know, they do a cutaway, which they do every minute or so on Family Guy. And they're like, what if Hitler was really alive? So they show it. Hitler has his own television show, late night. It's called Hitler. And he's the host. And then he has one of his guests on, not Christian Bale, the other guy. Christian what? The other actor. Anyway, doesn't matter. He's interviewing the guy, and then later he says, if you want to get tickets to the show, dial, and he gives a number like 1-800, and then it's just all crazy German after that, really loud. Yeah, that was funny. Who's the guy I'm thinking of? Oh, Christian Slater. That's his name. Yeah, Christian Slater was his guest. Okay, so after rook d1, bishop c7, f4. These guys are playing awfully fast and awfully engine-y. These moves are all the engine moves. And they're playing really quickly. So I don't know if this is a game that was played before. I don't know. e5, queen c6. All these moves are the engine moves. I mean, I really like white, but I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess Wesley likes white too. So I thought white was 2 pawns up, but white's only 1 pawn up. I'm actually confused why he's only 1 pawn up. All right, let me go back here. Oh, because he gave this pawn away, now it's equal pawns. All right, yeah, we played f4, he lost a pawn. All right. It was only 1 pawn up, that's different. h4 is also the engine move. I'm wondering if this is a game that was played before by 2 GMs and the players know it. Because they're playing awfully quickly in this position to be playing engine move every move. Yeah. Well, the Corey hotline, that's The Simpsons. Corey, Allegory, Montessori, that's correct. I knew all those. Yeah. I'm the best. That is correct. Let's see. Crazy chat, crazy chat, crazy chat. How feasible is it Hitler died in Argentina? It's much less than 1. Go Christian Slater. Yeah. The Corey hotline was a good show until, realized how much money it cost. Okay, so h4. Unfortunately, one of the engine moves was f6. Fabi didn't play it. Fabi played rook a8, also an engine move. So white's up a pawn, but white's moved all of his pawns. And black has really safe king. So white's king is a little airy. And the c pawn's a little weak. D pawn's a little weak. Papa John's. So the engine says it's equal. Every move they play is like the number 1 engine move. That's not fair. All right, so he played knight b1. That's fine. Again, f6 is the number 1 engine move. Boo, boo. He played rook a2. The engine says that's terrible. And then he played rook to d2. Defending his bishop. The rook wants to go to g2. h5, queen g7 mate, Papa John's. The engine really hates rook a2 because it likes, this white checkmating black. Yeah, now I'm threatening to take on g6, and if you take on d2, I can throw a check in before I take back. So rook a2 is a mistake. He's definitely out of his prep because he's taken 4 minutes since his prep ended. He wouldn't take 4 minutes still in his prep. And it looks like rook a2 is just this mistake. Basically the only mistake of the game. White's a pawn up, and white has an initiative over here. And this rook is actually badly placed because of the bishop takes g6 threat. Pickle, pass out, subscribe. Good, good. Yeah. Nobody's overrated or underrated. Your rating is determined by how you play. So if you win, your rating goes up. If you lose, your rating goes down. So nobody's overrated or underrated. Everybody's exactly what their rating should be. And if they start playing better than their rating goes up. So everybody thinks they're underrated, which obviously doesn't make any sense mathematically. But as you've seen from the last few weeks, people aren't very bright. Yeah, everybody thinks they're underrated. It's ridiculous. Everybody thinks their opponents are underrated. Every rating is correct. Whatever your rating is, that's how good you are. If you were better than that, your rating would be higher. All right, so he doubled up on the bubble up, showing that he's underrated. Yay. Go, Fabi. The dingo did eat your baby. That is correct. Good, good. All right, good chat so far. Wesley has a small time advantage. Wesley has a small advantage on the board. Wesley has an extra pawn. Wesley has a passed pawn. And I don't really see what's going to happen here. I guess rook here, but that's not going to happen. The engine wants to play king h2, I guess, to get off this diagonal and to possibly triple up on the bubble up. h5 is obvious move. King h1 is similar to king h2, except it lines this up here. But the engine says that's also good. So it says all of these moves are good. King h1 is not the first move I would think of. Getting on the same diagonal as the queen. Obviously, I have a white squared bishop, so I'm not super worried. Problem with h5, what you want to play is that when the knight moves, it has f5 at some point, which you don't want him to play. It's white's move, so black can't play d4. Mike Pence or Chess24's interface. All right, the engine doesn't like that move. That's a pretty human move. h5, etc. Leaves the king a little bare. It still says white's better. It doesn't hate the move. It's just not the number one engine move. Man, the engine plays rook b2 here with this idea. Rook on b2 is not defended, but we can't play any tricks that we could play before because the queen's blocking the bishop. So this move actually makes rook b2 palatable. The water is Italian? San Pellegrino? Close enough. Any chance to become an IM in your 1100? No. I never watched 310 to Yuma. It's true. Everything you say, sure, why not? Whatever the chat says, sure. Good job. What's this match? It says what it is. Caruana-So. Okay, the engine doesn't like that move, forcing the king to a safer square. King g2 would be bad because of d4 check, but king here and king here are both good. I mean, king h2 is a no-brainer to me, but the engine says king h1's better. After king h1, d4 check, queen here, the engine likes white. I mean, Wesley might do that. He likes... Okay, he played king h2. That's what I would have played. Okay, and then Fabi played d4, which the engine doesn't understand. It says that just loses immediately to c4, and that d4 is insane. And h5 wins, and everything wins. So I don't know if that's a desperation move, because Fabi thought he was lost. After like h5 or rook b2, the engine says black is worse. After d4, it says everything just wins for white. c4 wins, h5 wins, c takes d4 wins. c4 is the explosive move. Well, now, see, the thing is before d4, before black played d4, you could, play and be a pawn down and maybe you'll draw. Now, you're going to lose. So you got to, do something crazy. Black has to force the action and do something that wins material because now he's just lost. I got 2 passed pawns on the queen side. So he's got to do something crazy. And he's just lost. So d4, rook a2 was a bad move from Fabi, and d4 was a really bad move. Yeah, and now he's just losing. Yeah. I mean, 2 passed pawns, 2 passed pawns. So you're losing. Now, they both have 4 minutes left, so it doesn't mean he's going to lose. But the engine says white's +3 because white has 2 connected passed pawns. So Fabi has to now do some trickery and deceit, trick Wesley into making some terrible move, because now he's just going to lose if nothing strange happens. So that's why d4 is so bad. It makes sure that you're going to lose in the long run. So you got to do something now. And the engine doesn't see anything to do now, so it just says white's winning. So that was very poor from Fabi, rook a2 and d4. Queen c7 is also very poor. I don't even know. Oh, he wants to play queen e7. All right. Yep, h5 is the engine move. And it just says every move wins. The easiest wins knight c3. Developing his knight, the knight goes to d5, which stops queen e7. That knight's been, if you just showed up, you probably thought that knight didn't move. Or if you have a bad memory. That knight's made a lot of moves. And it ended up back on b1. Now it could actually get to a reasonable square, e4 or d5 or even d6. Every move wins. White's up 2 pawns and black just retreated. Black's bishop is very strange. White has 2 connected passed pawns. Just an easy win. Knight c3 is the easiest. Rook g1 wins. c5 wins. Every move wins. There's not going to be a big attack against white's king because these pieces aren't really participating in the attack. Just the queen can get over there. And even that I'm not so sure about. That's a very poor game from Fabiano. Okay, c5 is good. Queen e7 is good. The engine wants to play king h1. So after check, we can defend the king. Queen f2 is good. It stops queen h4 check. King g1 is fine. I'm guessing queen f2. It defends the bishop some more. It defends this. The rook has the open line. It stops him from checking him. So probably queen f2 is what a human would play. Yeah, Caruana played this game very poorly. He played bishop e4. That's a terrible move. And white's still close to winning, but that gives away most of his advantage. Fabi just wants to trade pieces. Or, I'm sorry, Wesley just wants to trade pieces. But okay, black can play check, black can take, black can get his other rook into the game. So it doesn't like this move very much. Still winning. But this isn't as sharp as he was. He played knight e6. That's fine. Queen d3 is good. Rook takes is good. Queen takes doesn't win anymore. Only knight takes wins. I'm trying to see why. I don't know. It looks like the same to me. I guess after knight takes, we're still threatening bishop takes h7 check. 3 pawns is a lot. After queen takes, white has no threat, so black can get back into the game. Okay, that's what happened. He did take with the knight. He pinned the knight. He took another pawn. White's up 3 pawns, and black has some tricky blitz chess tricks. Queen here, and the rook's pinning this. The king doesn't have any pawns in front of it. But, okay, I mean, it's down 3 pawns. He didn't play king g3. That was me. The engine says bishop f5 is the only winning move. Of course, Wesley plays it. You get the bishop defending these squares. Time is about the same. And the question is, can Fabi think of some more tricks? Because he's down 3 pawns, so he better play some tricks. Something where Wesley can't figure out what to do. Players have about the same amount of time. White's up 3 pawns. Black has some trickiness, but not much. And Black has to make sure he doesn't get back rank mated. God damn. Get something on the back rank here. You better watch it. Fabi's thinking a long time here. Now they're not playing on chess.com, they're playing on Lee Chess. So sometimes the players have moved before we get the moves. But the clocks are pretty accurate. Time control's 10-minute with a 5-second increment. Don't confuse this time control with the time control in the morning in the Magnus tournament. That's 15-minute with a 10-second increment. So these games are much quicker. 10-minute, 5-second increment. They play 6 games today. Okay, so he played Queen H4 check, King G1 and King G2 are both good, and Bishop E7. So Black wants to do something tricky. Nobody knows what. So Bishop takes is a good move. Queen E3 is a good move, trying to protect everything. Now it says Bishop takes is the only move that wins. I mean, it's nice to take away one of Black's pieces when you're up 3 pawns. It's good to get rid of the knight. It gets rid of White's mating attack on the back rank. But that wasn't going to happen anyway. Bishop takes is good. Rook F2 is the best move. Wesley played 2 best moves in a row. Queen check is a good move. King H1 and King H2 are both good. Again, White's up 3 pawns, so Black's got to do something really tricky. Play some tactic that White misses, perpetual check. Just taking pawns is going to lose because he's down so many pawns. Also, 2 connected passed pawns. All right, so he played King H2, Bishop H4. Queen F3 is the only winning move. If he plays anything else, it's a draw. Queen F3 sacrifices a piece, but we still have these 2 connected passed pawns. So that's a really hard move to play. But other moves aren't good. Moving the rook hangs this pawn. Bishop E1 is coming. Okay, he didn't do that. Now it's a draw with correct play. Maybe Wesley will lose because his king's in trouble. Rook G2 is a mistake. And now it should be a draw. Black's down 2 pawns, and Black has a crushing attack. So now the engine says it's equal. So Wesley couldn't defend properly. Black had a lot of attack. Wesley's not an engine. Wesley had a minute and a half. The truth hurts. Knight F3 is the only move to keep the equality, actually. If he doesn't do that, he's in trouble. The idea is to block Rook H1 with the knight. Then he can get perpetual check if he gets in trouble. Unfortunately, we're getting the moves in bunches because they're played somewhere else. So we're not getting one move at a time. This is a really exciting game. Fabi kept sacking pawns. It wasn't really working. And then finally it worked. Okay, both players played correctly. Knight F3 is correct. Rook H1, Knight H2. And now it should just be a draw because White can't move. So the engine thinks White should give perpetual after, like, say, Bishop F2 or Bishop E1, threatening Queen H4 mate. If Bishop G5, Queen G3, it's also a draw, it says. Then Black gives a perpetual, Queen check, Queen check. That's funny. Both sides have perpetual. Okay, they've been repeating. Rook E1, threatening Rook E3 check. Knight G4, Rook check, Knight here. Fabi's looking for a way to win. So the game's going to end in a draw, although Wesley was winning for about half the game. But in time trouble, he couldn't figure out the right way to defend. Not that these games matter. These aren't the important games. Games 5 and 6, 11 and 12. Those are the important games. Knight G4 draws. Otherwise, Black's better after Rook G4. Rook G4, Rook E3, and Black takes and takes this. White takes and takes this. All right, and they're repeating. Always repeat. I'll go back for you guys. Okay. And Rook H2 loses to Rook G1. So I'm assuming the game's already been drawn. That's my assumption. And we just don't have the result yet. So first game was a draw by reputation. And we're off. It's a 12-game match. The first 4 games are normal. Games 5 and 6 are worth twice as much. And then tomorrow, the first 4 games are normal, and games 11 and 12 are worth 3 times as much. Very suspicious. Let's see. So is doing well. He hasn't lost yet. It's an unusual format. All right. This game's over, but we're not getting, yeah. All right. We'll just get rid of that game. And this is the next game. Hooray. That game was exciting. It's time for another train. Oh, we haven't had a train yet. Oh, well. 377 viewers. Boo, boo. Where'd all my viewers go? Frankly, terrible. These aren't the clutch games. That's games 5 and 6. The very end of the stream, it's clutch. Yeah. People of the world, join in. Join the scam train. I can never find my own emotes. American viewers, it's me. What do we have? 2,371 subscribers. They're leaving in droves. Darn. You are locking at Nice, France. And Nice is nice. And will suffice. Where'd all my subscribers go? Boo, boo. You should take a break between games, 5 minutes or so. That game was pretty interesting. Black is supposed to sacrifice a pawn or two and get an attack and then draw, and that's what happened eventually, but very suspicious. It's less suspicious when you're playing Blitz and Rapid, because, it's hard to play with great technique when you're moving every 10 seconds. So then it has better chance of working. All right, good chat, good chat. Excellent. Tomorrow, coverage resumes in the Lindor's Abbey tournament. Day 2 of the semifinals. Naka versus Carlsen and Dubov versus Ding. And then we wrap up this tournament tomorrow at the same time, 4 p.m., etc. Oh, it was hot out today. I had to walk to my car and walk from my car to here. It was hot. I think it's 80 degrees today. It was sort of muggy. Frankly, terrible. Let's see. Nobody wants to do anything, etc. How hot was it exactly? Can't really understand a lot of the chat, but that's good. The less of the chat I understand, the better it is for my mental health, I guess. It's hot in Denmark. It's never hot in Denmark. If Dubov faces Magnus, probably Dubov. I mean, Magnus is a favorite between the normal people, but I think Dubov is a favorite because he's a lot younger. I always bet on the younger guy. It seems like the faster the time control, the better Dubov is. Dubov wins a lot of games. He's fearless. So I think he'll be really confident beating Karyakin and Ding. He hasn't beaten Ding yet. Yeah. 1,000 centidues. Thanks, Kiff. I am in Atlanta, and it is hotter than Boston. That's correct. Yeah, that's the final that we want to see is Magnus versus Dubov. But Dubov is tough. He's really good at 5-minute. He's good at rapid. He plays unusual openings, which Magnus doesn't like. He's a good opponent for Magnus. Magnus doesn't like playing against that kind of style. I think Magnus would play better against Ding. Yeah, Dubov's really creative. And if the creativity is unsound, which sometimes it is, it's hard to prove that in rapid chess. It's easier to prove it in slow chess. Yeah. Go Mubots. Tell them about the other tournament. Excellent. It should get hotter in Minnesota because they're going to start a lot of fires. Roar. Man, Minnesota is harsh. All right, so we have a Berlin. Wesley's black. Could be either player's black. They both play the Berlin. All right, he'll play knight g8, setting up for the next game. Wesley's a good practitioner of the Berlin, as is Fabi. Blocks from your work. Man, the truth hurts. Time for a vacation to the living room. Yeah, go to the living room for vacation. America. No, I was using the proper units, Kangaroo. It's 80 degrees Celsius. Unbelievable. Yeah. All right, everybody's pointing at an H. He wants to play H4. Eventually, Rook H5, also etc. If you're not moving your H-pawns and your A-pawns, you're not a super GM anymore. Centipede 81 subscribed. That means in 1981 he likes to play Centipede. Join in. It was 79. I've been to Dubai twice, and/or Al Ain, and/or UAE. 2 Decembers in a row. It's like 2012 and 13 or 13 and 14. I don't know. One of those two. Anyway, and it was always 80 exactly. Like on my phone, it said 80, 80, 80, 80. Next year, 80, 80, 80. And it was always the end of December. So I was like, damn, that's some good temperature. End of December, 80 degrees every day exactly. The UAE knows what they're doing. All right, H5, H4. How can he? What's he supposed to do now? Another train. And by another one, I mean it's the only train. Where does writing on 24-inch chrome from Centipede? Thanks, Freddie Potzer, for the sub. It's from Boondocks. It's the beginning of an episode where they're showing Riley's basketball dream, and they're doing commentary like I do. And they're saying that he stacks paper to the ceiling and rides on 24-inch chrome. And then Shaq is obviously jealous of Riley because Riley's better than him and, you know, gets more hose than him, stacks paper, rides on chrome. So obviously Shaq doesn't like that. Got more rebounds and more points than you. How you feel about that, Shaq? Well, yeah. 70 Fahrenheit, god damn. Solid. Go Scam Train. 108 today. Damn. That's not good if you're a lobster. 108's not good. Yeah. That's right. The temperatures run on time. Go Hype Train. You can do it. Something. All right. So Fabi got all his pieces on normal squares. Now he doesn't know what to do. He's like, that's all normal. Now what do I do? No, that you couldn't be a rock lobster. Then you wouldn't be in the UAE. You'd be in a rock. A rock lobster. Knight E4. That's legal. I think the engine preferred knight D4. Everything's equal. Bishop F5, Rook H5. I mean, if I'm black, I'm playing rook h5 because I played h5, h4. So that's why I did that. Control some of these squares. Thanks, Lem Depardieu. Bon. Like turtles? Good, good. More free throws, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, one time I had to call the police. It was like 3 a.m. And I was like, what was that noise? And it was Blackburn singing in the dead of night. And I was like, all right. You got to get out of here, Blackburn. All right, bishop f5. That's engine likes that also. Knight c5 is possible, and bishop g5 is possible. They're not impossible. They're GM possible, not impossible. I'm wearing the, Go Ben. Is that an exclam? Yeah, Go Ben with the Twitch URL on it and a picture of me. It's me. Yep, that's what I'm wearing. Go Karen. Exactly, Dr. Bojangles. Why is Karen all over the news lately? Because she's great. Bye, Partha. You're the greatest. We're going to miss you. It says he's going to unfollow, but he never followed. So, very suspicious. First time on Twitch. That's right. Hi, another Ben. That is correct. All right, so we have a draw. The first game, this game's looking like a draw. It's pretty equal. It's a Berlin. That's what happens in the Berlin. And this match is fairly equal so far. Nobody's shown that they're going to take an advantage. Fabi won very easily against Dominguez, and Wesley won a barn burner against Naka. Very close match, and so on. Can you get an unban? I don't know. That's a Karen question. I'm supposed to have moderators, but I guess they're all sleeping. Or they're pretending to be at work. I don't know. All right, we got 1 minute left to get that train to level 3. Man, our trains don't run very well. Terrible. I mean, this is a scam train. You guys aren't getting scammed. What's the point of the scam train? Caruana wants to get rid of Wesley's 2 bishops. What else? The engine says all moves are equal. So I don't know. Okay, he played rook h5. He took. I'm sorry, they played rook h5 first. Takes, rook h5, Papa John's. You always want to play e6 if you can in the Berlin, and you can. So I would play e6 because I always want to play e6 in the Berlin. Usually, it's because you want to get your bishop out, which isn't the case here. But e6 is reasonable, so you might play it. Thanks for whatever everybody did. Patrol 19 gave 2 subs. That's good. That helped us. And Mads 3105 gave 209 subs, unless it was 8. 208. Did it matter? Yeah, it matters because then it's a different position. Yeah. When you take with this knight, it's more likely you're going to play e6. It's more likely you're going to play knight d4. Taking with the other knight, it's less likely you'll play e6 because your rook's not defending it. You can't play knight d4. So makes more sense to take with this knight so you can play knight d4 and e6. Well, it wasn't subs, it was sent to dues. Go send to dues. Always play e6. Okay, he played g4. Not a fan of that move. Takes, and now he's threatening g4 again. And the engine wants to play this Shirov-like bishop takes h3. In fact, it says you have to play bishop takes h3, otherwise your game's terrible. Yeah, I misspoke. Sorry. What do you want? Go Shirov. That is correct. Okay, and that's what happened. Bishop h3, h3, rook h3, and then here comes e6. White sacrifices a pawn, and he's going to try to break on through, break on through, break on through. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go purple birds. Go Ben. Okay, so he played rook takes, e6. Could take another pawn. It's pandemonium. White's crashing on through, but black's up a pawn. Pawn's not very important. Doubled pawn. Terrible. So black is really struggling to draw here. The engine says it's okay, but if you're a human, you like the fact that you're going to start crashing on through here. Wesley's a fire engine. Is he red? You always want to play e6. And then you're doing well in the Berlin. Okay, Wesley took on g3. Rook g4. Engine approved. The best move is rook to d7, and the engine says it's equal. After taking, then rook check, it says black's actually much better. King g8, rook f8, Papa John's. So actually, white has to play here to be equal. Otherwise, white's in trouble. It looks like takes, rook d7 is good, but it's not. That's the right move. Now he should take on e6, rook takes c7, and the engine says that's equal, though it looks good for white to me. White's rook is on the 7th rank. But black's a pawn up, and white has no kingside pawns, so it's hard to win. Oh, the scam train's going to die on level 3. No. Boo. Where's Adam Wallace when you need him? Boo. Terrible. So the first game was drawn. This game is about equal. There's 6 games today, 6 games tomorrow. And when we get to game 5 today, I'll explain you how it's worth more points. 500 Senzadoos. Yay. Call Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace. Get them over here. Go Pinky Jim. And Rasheed Wallace hitting that 3/4 court shot. That was great. I was watching that live. No, the train has died. Oh, we tried and we failed miserably. The lesson is never try. Success. What? Boo. Somebody on Twitter, I don't know who it was, might have been one of you, 5 subs, 1,800 bits, thanks, said, it was a really long post, so I don't want to paraphrase it because I'm afraid I'll misquote it. But anyway, he said, that XQC's viewers are getting, introduced to chess by Hikaru, and he's showing what it's like by popularizing chess by becoming weak like they are. Something like that. It's pretty insulting. The truth hurts. Man, you lose one match to the world champion, everybody gets on you. Come on. Where's the Polish guys? Tell me how to pronounce his name. Thanks for the raid. David Sirs. Thank you. Joe Soap subscribed. Thanks for the raid. I can't. Churv. David Churv. I mean, yeah, thank you. Go, David. Let's see. Wait, this guy's saying raid in Polish. Perfect. I don't know about that. Definitely not perfect. The tooth hurts. Let's see. Break on through. Anyway, thanks for the raid. Hooray! We have a raid. All right. And since we had a raid, Wesley's made some double question mark moves and will resign soon. Oh, well. Rook d7. He blundered horribly here, losing the game immediately. He has to take this. Played rook c8. That just loses. Rook takes f7. Then he blundered again. Knight f8 is another blunder. Rook h1, and now he has to resign. Because white's going to play here, and if knight takes, you play knight e5, and then you play here. So this game's over. So while you were rating, Wesley made 2 blunders in a row, and now Fabi's going to win. After knight takes, knight e5, rook h8 is unstoppable. So yeah, this is just 2 blunders in a row. Probably he didn't see knight e5. He thought, hey, he won't play rook h1, I'll play knight takes e6. Then after knight e5, he's like, oh. And the problem is you can't trade rooks on f4 because rook here wins the rook. The knight on e5 stops king d7. So this game is over. That was unfortunate. Man, Wesley made 2 blunders in a row. So this position's equal. F takes e6 is equal. He played here, losing to this. Then he blundered again. But that was why he played rook c8. He thought he could go here and take this pawn. But knight e5 is just crushing. So now he's just lost. So it's going to be 1.5 half, and so forth. I ban you, you ban me. Big fan of Ifan? Sure, why not? What's the book called Sasha wrote? I don't know. All the Wrong Moves? Sounds right. Yeah. I think it's All the Wrong Moves. Mubot talks about it sometimes. Talks about all the wrong moves. All right, and Wesley resigned. So, obviously, if I go here, that's mate. So you have to play knight takes. Knight e5 is what he missed, obviously. Now I'm threatening mate. So you have to play here. Takes, check, here. That's the best black can do. Black's down a rook. So he made 2 blunders in a row and resigned. Played rook c8 double question mark and knight f8 triple question mark. And now the game's over. Rook here and mate. Chess is hard. Yeah. If knight g6, which also stops mate, then rook takes g7. Also knight e5 wins, but okay. Rook takes g7 is slightly better, and then rook here, and okay, it's over. This is more cool, I think. It doesn't get as high a marks, but knight takes knight and rook h8 mate. So black has to play the same way that I showed you before, and losing the rook. That's a simpler way to win. Yeah, so when he played rook c8, he was planning on playing knight f8. He just missed that white has knight e5. I'm sure he saw rook h1, but he thought rook h1 knight takes. But he just didn't see knight here defending his rook and threatening mate. He just didn't see it. So 2 blunders in a row, lost the game immediately. That'll teach me to get a raid. But thanks for the raid. It's funny, this Polish players are very good at chess, and hard to pronounce their names. I grew up in Detroit, and very unusual, I mean, maybe not in Europe, but I think it's unusual all over the world. There's a town in Detroit that's surrounded by Detroit on all sides. It's a city within a city. It's the most Polish town in the United States, but it's really tiny. So, other towns have more Polish people, but this town is just Polish people. It's called Hamtramck. And the last 3 letters are MCK. And everything's Polish. And it's completely surrounded by Detroit. And I've been there a few times, and you get some good food and bakeries and such, mainly and such. Especially when it's time for punchkis. All right, so Fabi wins. Go Fabi, go etc., mainly etc. All right, Wesley's down, but not out. Fabi's having a good tournament. He totally decimated Dominguez, and now he's scrunching So. I don't know, I was trying to get alliterative there. Yeah. Etc. Man, you guys do have negative talent. I agree. Shallow and pedantic. Go Pistons! Punchki, that's right. God damn. Luke AGP gave 300 centimes. Now, what's funny about this, there's another city that's surrounded by Detroit called Highland Park. So there's two cities inside of Detroit, Highland Park and Hamtramck, and they're next to each other. So there you go. It's a strange world. All right, thanks for the raid. We had a raid earlier today by one of the gamers, something gamer, I forgot already, with like several hundred people. So we're getting some new raids. Yeah, Caruana is playing great. I played great 2 days ago, played great yesterday, playing great today. Papa John's. No, Spencer and I are social distancing, so we can't do a stream together. Maybe someday. Spencer works for us, so he has work to do. He's doing work right now. Oh, today's Thursday? Today's his day off. Yeah. He might make some videos tomorrow. Yeah. I'm a loyal Colts fan? Damn, harsh. I've been gone a while. I don't think that's how you spell Hamtramck. Yeah. Let's see. You're from Detroit. That's correct. Today's the last day of school. What school do you go to? God damn. You're friends. You join my club. I'm the worst. All right. Very elitist stream here. President Trump signed an executive order against social media companies. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means even. How do you sign an executive order against social media companies? What does that even mean? All right, what are they saying on Twitter? Are they saying I'm a twit? Let's see. Somebody got my shirt. Let's see. Crush is a beacon of light. Simon Williams. Editing videos. Man, pretty bad Twitter. Epic fight in game 1. Clutch chest, stamina. Anish Giri. So Fide tweeted that chess is a great game to teach your kids because you can teach them how to set up the board and so forth. And Anish Giri said, that's quite a redundant skill in the modern days. It sets up the board for you on the internet. So yeah, that's true. The truth hurts. All right. Always. Somebody asked me if I was streaming, so I said always and yes. Never scream to the mic, never. Unfair conduct. That's right. I don't think he wants Facebook shut down. I think he's got Facebook are like that. Hikaru is losing 2-0 to Magnus. He lost 3-0 and the match is over. They're playing another match tomorrow. So, yeah. He's an unusual president. Okay, Fabi's black. Fabi's up a point. He plays the Benoni. Most grandmasters think it's unsound, but Fabi does not. Vugar Gashimov, RIP, used to play the Benoni a lot. Topolov used to play the Benoni. Mikhail Tal used to play the Benoni. But most of the top 10, 20 players in the world never play the Benoni. But Fabi does. I always play H3 and Bishop D3 when I'm white in the Benoni. Let's see. let's see. Let's see. What happened? Rook E8, 92, 97, 95, Queen C2, Papa John's. All right. Grandmaster's all like, white in this position, except for tall. Knight H5, Fischer. Go Fischer. Fabi's up 1.5 half. This is game 3. Knight H5, double question mark. Double exclam. All right, good chat as usual. Excellent. The last Rick and Morty was probably the easiest to understand of the whole season. All right, so A5, Rook B8, Papa John's. Is check Benoni sound? Is any Benoni sound? I don't know. Hooray! My favorite noise. I hope it's $2 and they insult me. That's always funny. 1953. That's not an insult. Thanks for the fair and objective analysis on Naka Carlson. Thanks, Walkie TV. What's 1953? Is that like 15 euros or 15 British pounds? 1953. I don't know how that number came about, but I like it. Is Rick and Morty on TV or on Netflix? It's on TV and it's on, I guess, Hulu, right? I think it's either Hulu and TV or Netflix and TV. It's definitely on TV. That's where I watch it, but I've also watched it on something else. Yeah. Hulu, yeah. Did Magnus or Hikaru win? Magnus won 3-0. Do you play for Netflix? Like, do I play chess for them? I get Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime for free because I'm a grandmaster, just like chess.com. All right, what's going on? Rook B8, B3, Bishop G4. That's a very surprising move to me. Very surprising. And then Bishop B2. That's less surprising. And white has a nice center. He didn't do that. I did that. Whenever I click on something, I mouse slip. Terrible. All right, and then he traded bishops and played knight d7. This is terrible for black. White has knight c4. White has f4. This is just terrible for black. Yeah, bishop g4 takes was really strange to me. I don't like that. Yeah, Wesley played knight d2 to play knight c4, which is correct. Wesley has a bind everywhere. Rook e1 is just a tactical blunder. So now he's losing. We just hung a pawn. Come on, Wesley. This just wins a pawn now. So the pawn's hanging. The queen is overworked defending both of these. So yeah, this just wins a pawn. He's just a tactical, one-move tactical blunder. Then he would make it a slow game. Knight g3 is a good move. F3 gets connect 4, and it saves a pawn, although it is F3, so I can't recommend it. Basically, knight g3 and knight c3 save the pawn. That's why he played knight here, because he wants to take this, and then Wesley just missed it. And Fabi's like, why did he give a pawn away? Does Wesley see something I don't? And the answer is no. Okay, so I don't know how both sides don't see a pawn's hanging. Like knight takes e4. And it wins a pawn. What? What's going on? It just wins a pawn. There's very little to calculate even. Like if you take this, I take that. If you take that, I take this. All right, both sides missed it, so that's good for Wesley, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, now black's position is horrible because this actually helped white. That this pawn is weak. And again, knight g3 defends the pawn. Bishop c3 is good. Stop it defending the bishop again. Yeah, very poor play this match. Boo, boo. You accidentally napped for 5 hours. Man, that sounds like what I want to do. Magnus won 3-0 the first match against Naka, and Dubov won 2.5, 1.5 against Ding by winning a drawn endgame in the last game. That's correct. Barely super GMs. Barely. Yeah, there we go. There's the score. Good job. Good job, Mr. Popezilla. Fabiano didn't expect Wesley to blunder a pawn, so. He keeps blundering the pawn. He doesn't see it, so like bishop c3, knight here, knight everything saves the pawn, and finally Fabi's like, all right, I guess I'll take it. Yeah, so now white's just lost. Yeah, that was just strange. He kept blundering the e-pawn, and finally Fabi took it. Fabi saw it eventually. Wesley never saw it. That's weird when a guy can just take a center pawn and you don't see it. That's weird. What's the score? Fabi's up 1.5 half. And it'll be 2.5 half soon. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how everybody can just blunder a pawn. That's the center pawn. You can't miss knight takes e4. He's 2,800. Come on. This isn't every move. Yeah, exactly. Wesley's like, damn, I blundered a pawn. Now what do I do? I mean, the pawn was easy to defend. f3, knight g3, knight c3. I mean, and also bishop c3 defended the bishop. It was just, I mean, really bad that he kept blundering the pawn. All right. What's going on here? Takes, double up on the bubble up. It's a good Benoni. It's a Benoni without this pawn here. This pawn's weak. This rook's great. Knight's great. Yeah, everything's weak. Very strange play by Wesley. Yeah. How can Nakamura's chat be toxic? Isn't it just scrolling and you can't read it? How is it toxic? What? Or did you mean toxic by that? Or did you mean that like people are saying nasty things? People never say nasty things on Twitch chat. Okay, maybe. Toxic in every way. You mean that Britney Spears is in Naka's chat? Because it's toxic. Is that why? Damn. Super jealous. Are you jealous that you got banned? Man. He's been playing the Britney Spears song over and over. Man, I can't even tell if you're kidding now. I mean, 99% of what I say is kidding, but the chat I'm getting confused about. All right, Wesley played knight g3. Terrible square for the knight. I just got a Papa John's hat. I don't even know if that's serious. Probably. Rook e5. God damn. Go Wesley. Rook takes d6. Fight for that draw. You got to fight for your right to draw. What happened? He blundered a piece? Fabi just blundered a piece. He played knight takes d5, allowing f4. What the hell? You can't see f4 winning a piece? Your rook's attacked and your knight. What are you doing? h4? What's going on here? f4. Attacks the rook. The rook can't defend the knight. It's like one of the easy tactics in Tactics Trainer, or Puzzle Rush, or whatever. What the hell? This just wins a piece. What's going on in this game? How can he play knight takes d5, losing a piece to f4, and then Wesley doesn't take it? Jesus. Oh my God. That's just nuts. All right, queen b2. Wow. Well, I'm not going to predict the result of this game because I don't know who's going to blunder next. So, yeah. Those are two really bad blunders. Jesus. Frankly, terrible. Man, f4 would have just won the game. He would have won, and Fabi would have been shaking. Like, what? Wow. f4, queen e3. I take your queen. You got two pieces hanging. f4, queen e3. I take your queen. Your rook's hanging. Your knight's hanging. Take your pick. I mean, these two pieces are hanging. So, man, unbelievable. Jesus. Like wrestling on TV. I have no idea what's going to happen in this game. I give up. I mean, they're playing like I do. Blunder, blunder, blunder. Yeah, this game's not going to do well on the, if we do a report. I do a report right now. It's my stream. Do what I want. See how they're playing so far. Toxic. Wow, 97.6 for white, 93.7 for black. All their moves are great except when they blunder. When they blunder, they're really bad. So white made 2 blunders and black made 1 blunder and 1 mistake. Otherwise, their moves are really good. That's funny. 11 book moves and then 11 best moves and then 2 blunders. Yeah. They play good until they don't. I'm getting confused here. What's going on? All right. Hopefully this is right, what I'm doing. Yep, that's right. Okay. So rook d1. Thanks, Ready or Ret 1, 2, 3, 4 for the sub. Takes, check, king h2, knight f6. Never play f3. It's funny, like to me, f3 looks forced because of knight here check, but the engine doesn't play f3. It says h5 is better. All right, f3. That's the safest move to stop from getting mated. So white's up. White's down a pawn. Rook b4 is really strong. Threatens mate, and the pawn's hanging. And he has to play king h3, which looks a little dicey to me. Rook c8's not the best. Rook b4 was better. I mean, I don't know. Maybe white will win. I don't know. Maybe Fabi's going to hang his rook. Maybe Fabi's going to go here and claim he thought these were black pieces. I don't know. I like the way they both blunder every move and they still play in the 90s. God damn. Wesley might draw. He hasn't lost yet. Wesley wants to trade all the pawns off. See, my question is, do the players know the blunders? Like, after they move, did they see and go, oh, my God? Does either player know about these? Well, obviously, Wesley knows because e4. Maybe the other one with f4. Does Wesley know he could have played f4? Did Fabi move and say, oh my God, F4 wins? Then the guy played H4. I'll bet you Fabi saw F4 after he moved. And then when Wesley played H4, he was like, yes, that's my guess. That would be funny. Sure, Genzi. S didn't see it. And the truth hurts. All right, so he takes. Rook D5. C4 is explosive. It's like 50-50 black wins. I'm not even sure if black's winning, but it's 50-50 he will win. All right, what's going on here? What's going on? Rook E6. And now he'll probably play either Rook C3 or take on H5. King G3 is a move also. Let's see. What language is that? It's an unknown language. Anyone? Yay, 539 viewers a do. Thanks for the raid. We get raids from people I don't know every day. So that's good. Toxic. Da, da, da. I've never been to Portugal. C4, King G3, King G6. Put it in H. Put it in F. The engine thinks this is a draw now. It says after Rook C3, black's only up 0.6. 0.6 isn't winning in a rook ending. Because usually engine sees 20, 30 moves ahead in a rook ending. So it knows if you're winning or not. Toxic. Magnus counting down seconds to being banned by mods. What happened? Who's getting banned? What? Who? What? All right. The engine just says this is a draw. It says that black can't do anything. It says Netflix and chill. Magnus is getting banned. What? What are you guys talking about? Yeah, it says this is just a dead draw. Because black can't give away this pawn, which means black can't move his rooks off the C file, so it's a draw. Make sense? Man, this is the worst play draw ever, and it's still in the 90s. Man. They play well when they don't blunder, but this game had a lot of blunders. Wesley blundered his E4 pawn, and then Caruana blundered a piece, and neither player saw it, but then Wesley kept leaving the E pawn hanging, and eventually Caruana saw it. Da-da-da. Magnus was banned, and his children's children. Yeah, I think Magnus was very interested once he was the world champion, becoming the world champion of trolling, but he had a great foe in Geary. Now the engine says black's not better. It says Rook C takes C4, Rook D takes C4, draw agreed. Also G3 is a draw. Wesley drew this double rook ending like easily. It wasn't even difficult. Sort of like Dubov won and he shouldn't have. No, Naka's not a good a troll like Geary, but Magnus is. Why do you guys think that was Magnus that was pretending to be Magnus in Naka's stream? Why do you guys think it wasn't somebody pretending to be Magnus? What's the reasoning? Takes, check, takes, Rook G4. because fries. Oh. Takes here. It says every move is a draw. Every legal move, including that one. Yeah, I guess I move my rook back and forth here, and the king can't. There's nowhere to go. Yeah, it just moves the rook, and then black says, "What do I do?" Yeah. Wow, Wesley drew this game after hanging his e-pawn for nothing. And then Caruana drew the game after hanging a piece. Man, good games. Let's see. Go Karen. Go Dubov. Go everybody. Everybody's banned. Ginger Jim would find a way to lose this. $563 viewers a do. I guess he could try to win this way. Yeah. Recommended by Janis Joplin. Try just a little bit harder. Every move draws, it says. It doesn't matter what he does. Every illegal move draws. Except here. No, and here. Terrible. All right, so he did that. There. Every move draws. All moves draw. He can check the king and then play king g5. That seems like the easiest way to draw. Yeah, I mean, we're checking king here wins the pawn. So that's probably going to draw. Or check, king anywhere, king here, king takes pawn. That seems like a draw. If I was white, I'd play for a win here. Because after check king here, I'm better. It's barely a draw. That's right. All right. So they decided to draw this way. And then both sides queen here. And king g7, draw. Then they repeat. Always repeat. I don't know if they agreed to a draw or we're just waiting for moves. Probably they repeated king g7, king e6, king g6, and we're getting all the moves at once. I mean, the engine liked the way they played, except for those two blunders they both made. It thought the rest of the game was fine. Yeah, I want to analyze the game now since it's over. Get another report. Mm-hmm. 98.7 for Wesley, 96.4 from Fabi. So when they don't make one move blunders, they play really well, but they make too many one move blunders, ruining the game. All right, this game was drawn, I guess. All right, so 2-1 for Fabi. The old 1-2. Yeah, Dasani water is good. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. All we do is talk smack. That's what chess is. Talking smack. All right, so Fabiano won a game, and there's 2 draws. Fabiano's up 2-1. This is game 4. This is the last normal game. Then the 5th and 6th games today are worth twice as much. 2 points for winning, 1 for drawing. Why are the later games worth more? That's the whole point of the tournament. It's clutch chess. Got to play well in the clutch. I mean, obviously it's silly, but what are you going to do? They're all clutch games. Sure, mineral water from Slavic countries is great. No, the clutch tournament just has the 4 top American players, sponsored and organized by the St. Louis Chess Club. You got to watch out for Kangaroo banning you. The Germans aren't all smiles and sunshine. Do you know Latin, Ben? Only from Tombstone. What's the score again? 2-1, Fabi. 2-1. That's right, Nightbot. So far, Kangaroo has banned 9 of our viewers. That's right. Now I really hate him. Ban them all. More like 99. 99 Luftballon. How you going on the bomb? It's going okay. It's going okay. Now, we did get these 100 Luftballons, and then 1 pops. I mean, 99. Yeah. Those are rookie numbers. How does the St. Louis Chess Club have so much money? Somebody has to have it. Somebody's got to have the money. Who would in chess boxing? Fabi versus So? I don't know. They'd probably draw everything. Draws everywhere. It'd be the only chess boxing match ending in a draw. Mr. Popezilla gave the right answer. How big is Wesley? Not too big. He's bigger than Fabi. I mean, my foot's bigger than Fabi. Pinky Jim. Dun, da, 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 da. Dun, da, 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 da. A Fibonacci series for the points. That would be a good idea. Why does STL Chess Club only have 80 viewers? Usually, when the STL Club does stuff, their YouTube channel gets more than their Twitch channel. So maybe their YouTube channel has more. Yeah. That was me banning him faster than you. Bam. Don't go. Well, where am I going? Okay, this is game 4 when it starts. Fabiano's up 2-1. Oh, usually the YouTube channel has pretty good, viewership. Yeah. Yeah, 1.2 thousand is, not bad. Pretty good. I mean, the channels that just show chess are going to have just chess people are going to have fewer ones than have the lunatics. So, yeah. I mean, the ones that get 10, 20,000 viewers, that's not chess. That's just nonsense. Cross streak on YouTube, you might get more viewers. I guess you mean stream. It's illegal to cross the streams. Didn't you watch Ghostbusters? 100 Centidues, Light Night. Yeah, Tired Chess got Hikaru's stream. That is correct. Yeah. Has the London lost popularity? I don't think so. I think the London's pretty popular. What about the new Ghostbusters? No, I'm just kidding. 200 Centidues. Thanks, Pinky Jim. And it takes some huge-ass breaks between games. God damn. Are they showing this somewhere else? Like, are there moves being made, or just nobody's making any moves? No, I think it's too early for a train. I think our last train was too recent. Could be wrong. Deep Star 6 subscribed. Hooray. Mr. Popezilla. Hooray. There's no moves yet. Hooray. Who are you going to call? The original Ghostbusters. That's right. Except one of them's dead. But do you know what Monk S means? Yes. You missed an A. There's Monka W, Monka S. It's all very important. It's the most important thing we've ever learned. It means that you're an idiot and you don't know how to speak English and you're on a stream full of morons. That's what it means. Or you're under the age of 7, or all of them. Incorrect. The full definition, that's right. Who was going to call when something weird was sleeping in my bed? All right. I'm the most popular chess streamer because I stream chess. Hooray. Except I don't stream chess because I never show any moves. No, what a world. All right, I'll show you my game with Gelfand. Oh, snap. We'll see if I can get the game in before it starts. And now he made the losing move. Long castle. Boo. I never analyzed this I never did a report on this game. I gotta see what the report says. Yay, I got it in. It says I'm plus 10 now. I need a report. Do a report on my game with Gelfand. See how I played. I don't know how I played. I'm guessing I played better than him. I probably played like 92 and he played 80. I don't know. Got to guess something. Run a report on every game ever played. Yeah, no, it was a slow game. It's a 1989, I guess. I played 97.7 that game. He played 90.3. Yeah, I was 19 years old when that game was played. Yay. I made no mistakes, no blunders, and only one inaccuracy. Smooth. 97.7 is good against Gelfand. All right. We'll refresh, rinse and repeat. Get rid of this. All right, here's the other game. This game doesn't matter as much as my Gelfand game, but you know. Yeah. Go, Ben. Yeah, that was good. Played better than I thought I did. Okay, Fabi's up 2-1. This is game 4, the last game that's worth a normal amount of points. They're playing a boring Rio Lopez, the boring world of Niels Bohr, and it's completely equal, of course, and so forth. Yeah, Hikaru had a great game with Gelfand where he was getting him on the king's side in a king's Indian. That was great. Sacked a queen and then like knight h3, knight h4. God damn. That was a good game. When I beat Gelfand, he wasn't Gelfand yet, but he was 4-0 in the tournament. It was all GM tournament. And I had 3 out of 4, but he played all the other 3s already. So, all right, so d5, knight g3, queen d6, queen e2. I like white in these positions. Was SA? Yeah. It's hard to beat Magnus. That's correct. In fact, I was an FM. That was my first IM norm, was that tournament. I beat the Dutch Olympic team, Paul van der Steren, Gennady Sisonko, and Rini Kaif. And I beat Gelfand, and I lost to Judith Polgar. That was my first 5 rounds. And I drew Bagirov and Iescas Cordoba. And I lost to Sakis in a game that was adjourned twice. And I lost in the last round to Zurab Asmaiparashvili. So I got 5 out of 9, and I gained 43 rating points. FIDE, and I got an IM norm. Yay. Hooray for Ben. That was one of my best tournaments. All right, queen d6, queen e2, knight d7. Osmai Pars really blew smoke all over the board. You could smoke that in tournaments. I couldn't see the board or breathe. So he won. Papa John's. Rook f7. I don't know. I like white. I don't know why I like white. I just like the way it looks better. I don't like the way this. I don't like this pawn structure. I like this pawn structure. Ah, that's better. Yeah, the engine says black's better. So rook here, c3. It says d4 and black's better. Yeah, these are nice open file, taking advantage. d4, gaining space. Knight c5. All right. Of all time, that's correct. Vandersloot. What about Vandersloot? Joran Vandersloot is good at poker. All right. Gelfand was 20 and I was 19. He might have been 21, but I think he was 20. Yeah, Aronian White against Anand is a great game. That is correct. My hardest opponent ever? You mean like hard? Like, man, that guy's tough. Judith in 89 when I beat her? Let's see. Or when she beat me? I guess she was 14 or 15. 14 or 15, I'm not sure. One of them. Dun, da, 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 da. All right, what happened? I turned away for a second. Now it's equal. Whoa. Wesley's always sacking the exchange on my stream. All right, the engine says that's reasonable. It likes taking here, and it likes taking on f3. All right. gf3, knight d4, bishop d4, ed4. All right. So Wesley sacked the exchange, and White's pawn structure is bad. His dark squares are bad. He's bad, and he should feel bad. Yeah. So basically, White has a very bad position, but White's up in exchange. So, the engine says slightly better for Black. Black can get an advantage over here. Black can get an advantage over here. Black can take the dark squares. And White's knight is rather shallow and pedantic. Yeah, the engine likes Black. It likes that exchange sack. It is my stream. Basically, Black's winning all over the board, but White has a rook for a bishop. So, Queen f4, engine likes that move. Here comes knight e5. Here comes queen f3. Here comes c5, c4. Hikaru has a lot of viewers lately because he gets rated or is followed by the people who used to or currently follow XQC. XQC usually gets 30 to 34,000 viewers, and about half of them or more go to Hikaru's stream. Before that, he still got a lot of viewers. He's probably getting like 6,000, 7,000 before XQC, and now he gets another, 15,000 or so. They're not chess players. They just go there so they can spam the chat. Then when XQC is streaming, they go there and spam his chat. So gotta spam somebody's chat. They don't come here and spam this chat. They go here and say like nasty things to me, then we ban them. So, but they don't spam the chat, so that's nice of them. Yeah. I'd rather like have nasty things said to me and we delete them than spamming the chat. Then spamming the chat's bad. There's actually like some talk here about something. Yeah. All right, what happened? Something happened. Okay, rook G1. The engine says G6. Man, Wesley plays the engine move a lot. Man, no wonder Wesley's good. Mm. 100 centidues. Hooray! Chess Genius subscribe. You're a genius. Hooray! Go everybody. Not really any controversy. The internet's full of idiots, that's all. When there's a lot of idiots, there's a lot of controversy. Trump's the president. What do you want? Nothing's dumber than that. So, Knight F1. The engine says, boo, boo. And he says, but I'm so. The engine wants to play C5, winning on all parts of the board. I don't know. White's position looks rather shallow and pedantic to me. Yeah, this doesn't look good for white. It's a pretty suspicious position. Knight E5 is good, stopping rook G4, attacking this pawn. C5 is good. See, C5 is the engine move, but Knight E5 is the human move because it stops rook G4 and it puts pressure on these pawns. Okay, he played there. He played bishop D6. I would play rook G4, but he played rook G3. He's blocking it up. That blocks his knight too, so I don't know. Now, you know, C5, Knight E5 is just like positional capitulation here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the world's tough. Any tips for getting better? Skeptical TV, just play a lot. Play lots of chess, that's how you get better. $9.99. Spamming the chat with donations. Hooray. Go everything. Go everybody. All right. The engine really hates Queen H6 a lot. It says black is equal now. Yeah, Wesley wants to win back the exchange, but I don't know why. Those rooks are terrible. He should play Knight E5 and C5 and keep pushing. I don't. This move is weird. I don't really want to take that. He takes back and his position's fine. So that's a very strange move. Knight D2. The engine doesn't like that move either. That move's pretty bad because I just take and play Queen A3. And it's like winning. This match isn't well played. I guess the players are exhausted from yesterday. There's just a lot of like really like one movers that are bad. After bishop takes, you can't take with the H pawn. It's illegal. Take with the F pawn, Queen E3. I mean, what are you going to do after Queen E3? What move are you going to make? That's just terrible. Yeah, I mean, that's just winning. You can't take because pawn takes, attacks the knight. You take this. If you play rook E1, I take and play Knight E5, threatening these two pawns. Yeah, that's what he did. That's very bad from Fabi. Here, it would be better not to move than play Knight D2. Knight D2 is really bad. B4 is the engine move to make C5 less strong. But, I mean, this was terrible. I don't know what Fabi's going to do now. This is awful. That is a really bad position now. That's the best move. After trading, Knight E5 is really strong, and E5 and Knight C5 is really strong, and White just can't move. White has no legal moves. The D pawn is really weak. God damn. This pawn's not too good either, but the D pawn just can't be saved. So it's really bad. Yeah, Queen takes and Knight C5 should be winning. Queen takes and E5 should be winning. Queen takes and Knight E5 should be winning. Yeah, if Wesley wins, he'll tie it up. See, the players don't care about these games. It's the clutch games. Roar! Clutch. I thought Carlsen played better. That's correct. I did a good job stirring the pot. I agree. 611 viewers to do. This is the only good... Yeah, okay. So he's winning. He took the pawn. He took, played Knight E5. The engine prefers knight b3 to f4. Doesn't like f4. Knight b3. I mean, it has to be winning. You know, c5 and e5. It's got to win. What's funny is after c5, rook here, you play e5. Yeah. All right, he didn't do that. What he did is also very good. In this position, Wesley could have played e5. Then if rook takes d3, c4, and the engine thinks that's winning. What he did is also probably winning. Probably. Yeah, this is also really good because that knight's great. This pawn's hanging. This knight's hanging. This rook can't move off the second rank ever. This is probably winning, but I'm not so sure. It's terrible for white, but it's probably better than it was like 5 moves ago, but it's still really terrible. Man, Wesley was losing with white and he drew. Now Caruana's losing with white. And he might draw. Maybe. Yeah. No, we're losing subscribers. Boo, boo. I want hundreds of subscribers. I need Adam Wallace or Mia Wallace or Marcellus Wallace. I don't care. Wallace Beery. Man, Wallace Beery. God damn. Okay, 633 people in the chat. Who's heard of Wallace Beery? God damn. Probably like 4 of you. Anybody? Now, Wallace Shawn, you're getting off topic here. Wally Shawn. Wallace and Gromit. I heard of him 10 seconds ago. Man, Wallace Beery. There's 630 people and nobody's heard of him? He was a famous actor in the 1930s. I think he was involved in a murder, and like an actual murder. Like he murdered someone or he was murdered. Yeah. Good old Wallace Beery. Damn. Yeah, my mom likes famous movies and old actors and stuff, so she watches that. Yeah, he was born way before I was born. Rory Calhoun, he's the guy who's standing and walking. That's right. Fatty Arbuckle, why is there an old comedian? Yeah. Ben Wallace, yay. He murdered himself. Well, possibly. I murder you, you murder me. We're the toxic Twitch chat. Radio City Ghost. You quoting Simpsons? I think so. Yeah. Bonjour, you cheese-eating surrender monkeys. We even got Willie teaching French. Okay, rook f1 check and rook b2 is not engine approved, or rook b1. The engine thinks e6 and b3 are about equivalent. And, you know, black is still better. Black's fighting for a win. White's fighting for a draw. It's 50-50. Black's rook is better than white's rook. Black's knight's better than white's knight. Black has 3-2 on the queen's side. So, unclear. Knight takes e5 is good. bc4. Now, it doesn't like what Wesley did. It wants to take with the pawn, giving him a passed pawn and keeping his knight blockading. He took with the knight, which the engine does not like. And Fabi correctly played rook f2. I think Wesley missed rook f2. Wesley's like, yay, I'm going to win this pawn. I have 2 passed pawns. And he forgot that white has counterplay. Now white plays knight e6, which is going to be a draw or a win. So he blundered. Wesley blundered knight takes c4. He didn't see rook f2. If he played bc4, good winning chances. Now he's not going to win. Yeah, rook f2. Now white has the counterplay that he needs. That must have surprised Wesley because he thought, if I win this pawn, I have 2 passed pawns. But yeah, knight e6 is annoying because you get mated. With the h-pawn, you still get perpetualed. So that was unfortunate. He's going to go into the slightly better knight endgame, but it should be a draw. It's better for black. Black has the potential outside passed pawn. The e-pawn's pretty easy to stop. But yeah, Wesley messed this up. No, he missed Rook F2 96 idea. After Rook F2, he's like, oh, I didn't see this idea. He did miss 96, but he just missed the idea. He thought, yay, I'm going to win this pawn. I have 2 passed pawns. I'm Wesley So, etc. I'm the bestest streamer in my chair. 623 viewers a do. It's almost time for another train. I don't think you can spam Hikaru's chat. I think it's already spammed. Yeah, it's hard to spam a chat that has like 20,000 people in it. They take care of that themselves. I'd much rather have the QVC people come here and tell me that they hate me and whatever, F you and, you know, other stuff you don't know about, and kill yourself. And then I can ban them rather than crazy spamming chat. Crazy spamming chat, god damn. B5, knight D4, draw. Black's not even better anymore. Boo, boo. So we're going to have... I do have 10 mods. We're going to have 3 draws and a win for Fabi. Some of the draws could have gone the other way. Somebody could have won. And then the next 2 games after this one are worth more. They're worth 2 points each instead of 1. Because that's the format of the tournament. And this is all zeros. Nobody could ever win, etc. That's right. There's also some money attached to the games, which is also weird. Is the time control different? It is not. Oh, favorite country in Europe? I like a lot of countries in Europe. I like Slovenia. Belgium was good. France, Netherlands. Yeah, they're all good. You can't go wrong in any of them. Maybe Italy, because I went to Italy with Karen. That was great. Go Italy, etc. E5, King F7, King D2. It's not the most exciting position. Say my country. My country. Yeah. Yeah, I was in Maribor for about 10 days for the World Youth, and we took a day trip to Bled and Ljubljana. But, yeah, I liked it there. All right. They're drawing on purpose. Check here. All right. World Youth is elite. That is correct. Yep. Never been to Ireland, but I guess I ask that every day on the chat. Ninth favorite country? Yeah, probably Germany. Are they not moving because they agreed to a draw? Or are they not moving because we're going to get 10 moves all of a sudden? I've been to Turkmenistan many times. Many times. Also, I've never been there. Canada. I lived next to Canada in Detroit for 30 years. I've been to Windsor, Toronto, Winnipeg, St. John, New Brunswick, etc. Been to Windsor 800 times, Toronto about 10 times. Yeah. Borders closed. No. I'm guessing they agreed to a draw. So let's go to the next game. You scared me.
Hello.
Hey, I didn't expect you to come in, so I got scared.
Oh.
So they have 3 draws, and Fabi won a game. And then this is game 5. They're about to start in about 5 minutes. This is the game that's worth twice as much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
How's everybody doing?
Fabi's up one.
Today?
We've deleted some. There's a lot of issues in Hikaru's chat. So
Oh, yeah?
Magnus went into his chat
really?
supposedly, and he got banned.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's made up.
No, that's not made up. Several people said that. Yeah.
Who banned him?
Well, I don't know who banned him.
I can't imagine Hikaru would condone it. Maybe they didn't know it was him.
I'm thinking they knew it was him.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get my computer going. So
I think Magnus was trying to get banned.
See what? Oh, okay. So he was.
Yeah, he wasn't
Probably.
banned for being Magnus. He was banned for he was trying to get banned, I guess.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
He can come troll here, and then I'll ban him.
Exactly. Yeah.
What are people saying? All right, well, I'm gonna get my computer going, and I can
All right.
help my.
So another guy I don't know rated
was
me.
that just B94, I bet.
Another one rated me. I don't know who it was. Some gamer, but it wasn't a lot. It was like
Yay.
60, but
The
it was a new person.
The gamers are trying to tell you, hey, we
There you
don't
go.
all hate you.
Yeah, most of them, but not all of them. Yeah.
Hearthstone loves you. These other who knows who gamers,
Mhm.
and you know
Yeah.
somebody. The poker guy,
Mhm.
888 Dominic.
It wasn't Hearthstone today.
Yeah, it was,
I mean, in this stream, it was somebody I don't know. Oh, it was a Polish, and I couldn't pronounce either one of his names, and he phonetically told me how to pronounce it because there was Z's and W's everywhere, and
okay.
I was like, "What's happening?"
Yay, go game.
Do you guys remember his name, the Polish guy with the Z's and W's? And I couldn't pronounce his name, and I was embarrassed.
Aw.
You know what I'm talking about? Anybody? No? You guys got nothing? Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to leave you two.
There it is, that guy.
What?
See that name?
Not really.
Well,
I can't say that.
Yeah, it's CZER. Yeah, he told me what to say, and I forgot. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Poland.
Yeah.
So now tell me again what's going on in the game.
3 draws, and Fabi won a game, so Fabi's up 1. This is game 5 about to start. Games 5 and 6 have double the points.
Oh, okay.
And there's like extra prizes too. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Needs to win a game.
That would be nice. And one of the games, there was a lot of blunders. Like Wesley kept hanging a pawn, and Fabi didn't take it. Then Fabi's already took it. Then 10 moves later, Fabi hung a piece, and Wesley didn't take it. So the game ended in a draw. It was a good game. And then I did a thing of the game, a report, and they played like 98. Hanging all their pieces, they played 98 because all their moves were perfect. So, and then I showed my game with Gelfand as a joke, just to see a report on it.
Yeah.
And I played like 98, and he played 90.
Okay. Yay.
Show a non-Deronian.
All right.
It's a Ronian and on, not a Ronderonian.
That one.
No. What happened? Yeah. The game with castles, yes. Yes, it was. Clutch games, $2,000 a game. Ooh. Wesley and Fabi can't wait to get $2,000 or something. Do you think if there was $2,000 on the ground and Fabi saw it, he would pick it up or just keep walking? Exactly.
He would pick it up.
I don't know. It might be dirty. Corona.
He'd pick it up.
COVID.
He'd try to find out who it belonged to.
Yeah, that is true. He'd pick it up and he'd be like, whose is this? Who accosted this man? Man, what a great line. Who accosted this man? Oh, man. Yeah, Fabi would try to give it back to the rightful owner.
Yeah.
Just like Nakamura would. I think Magnus would just walk by it. He'd be like, whatever.
I can't even believe he got banned. I want to know who can tell me.
All right, they're playing. It's worth twice as many points. Twice as many. So one of my wives, ex-wives, I don't know which one, we were walking in Brussels, and it was near the apartment, and there was a 1,000 Belgian franc note on the ground, which is like $25. And I saw it, and I was like, and there was people walking. There was a lot. It was traffic. It was like, walking to New York City. There was people, and I saw it, and when I saw it, Gina scooped that shit up. God damn. Like, fastest in the world. And it kept walking. I was like, God damn. She wanted that 1,000, whatever it was, Belgian francs. Damn. I never saw anybody scoop. I couldn't even believe it. It was like in Blazing Saddles when they draw and then he has the king and he's supposed to put his hands around the king and Gene Wilder already has it. It was like that. I was like, damn. Karen doesn't know that scene. She didn't see Blazing Saddles. All right, so let's see. Wesley, Fabi. Yeah, aw. Fabi's going to do it again. Wesley's going to do it again with G4, G5. But Fabi said no. All right, so everybody has their secret illegal preparation. Exactly. It was from a long time ago. Yeah. Classic films. I think I'm going to laugh the rest of my life. I don't think I can ever stream again. Blundered Hope said Naka would film himself trying to find the rightful owner and pocket it later. God damn. Would film himself trying to find the rightful owner. Okay, back to the game. So if you remember yesterday or 2 days ago, I don't remember, when Wesley did this against Naka, and then he played G4, G5, or was that Dubov who did it against Karyakin? Now I'm getting confused. I think they both did it. Yeah, Dubov and Wesley both did this. Yeah, okay. But okay, so Fabi's ready with DC4. Takes, yeah. All right, and it's the boring world of Niels Bohr. That's what Fabi was hoping for. White has a tiny advantage, but not like, G4, G5 getting mated. Yeah. And so forth. Yeah. Airplane was pretty good. I agree. One guy said, is Blazing Saddles the greatest comedy ever? I mean, it's not, but it's good. Blazing Saddles has a lot of famous scenes. The guy didn't really punch the horse, so don't get upset about that. The bitch was inventing the candygram. What a great movie. You gonna go back and see her? If I can find some vitamin E. All right, what's going on here? Take, knight d7, always retreat, c5. White has the slightest of advantages. Very slight. Tropic Thunder has the very funny scene where Tom Cruise is dancing. That's very funny. Candygram for Mongo. Sign here, please. What's my favorite Blazing Saddles scene? I don't know. They're all good. What in the wild world of sports is going on here? Oh, I know my favorite scene. Slim Pickens is talking to Harvey Korman, and Harvey Korman says, take this down. And Slim Pickens takes 35, 40 seconds to find a pen and paper. He's doing this, that. You try to do that. Try to pretend you're finding pen and paper for 30 seconds. It's not easy. And then Harvey Korman's making a list. This. And then when he's done and he laughs, he says, okay, I'm ready to start writing down. That's a great scene. And Slim Pickens is so good. Also, when Harvey Korman catches Slim Pickens and he consoles him because Slim Pickens is scared by the hanging of the horse and the man outside. So he's scared by that. Also a good scene. Froggy. Oh, that's all good. Everything with Harvey Korman and Slim Pickens is great. All right, bishop f3, take, always retreat. d5, playing for an advantage or disadvantage. The engine wants to play b4, but he took, also good. You got me a drink? Excellent. Takes. Well, yeah, I'm always, low on Perrier. Knight f6, also knife f6. It's the most equal of positions. All right, so they're racing towards a draw, trading everything. It's completely equal. Frankly, it's a terrible. It's not exciting. Frankly, not exciting. Very boring game. Yeah, the sheriff taking himself hostage is good. It's broken. Right again, sir. The pen scene couldn't have been stolen from the honeymooners because that was the 1870s. The honeymooners stole it from them. Where are all the white women at? Thank you. There's the white woman right there. Where are the white women at? Is that the 10-gallon hat, or you're just enjoying the show? I'm so tired. That's right. That's a good song. And so for the Mongol like candy. That is a good line. What a great movie. All right. What was I doing? More Schnitzenbrücken. 10 is the limit on Schnitzenbrücken. That's right. All right. What was I doing? H3. Ugh. Why is this game so boring? Somebody throw a pie or something, or sack a rook. I don't know. I guess I'd take black, because black could get a pass pawn on the queen side. I guess. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't take black. You watching stuff? How you doing over there?
I'm about to get the stream up.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing for date night? Ordering food? What?
I don't know.
Huh? We could order your favorite food. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could get Indian or Thai. We'll let the chat decide. Indian or Thai? Vote in the chat. Put a poll up. What? You agree?
Yeah, I don't.
Thai easy, it says. What's that?
I don't tie.
You said Thai? Mm-hmm. This person said Thai easy. Indian 100%. They're voting in the chat, but one guy said Papa John's. Japanese, coconut ice cream, Papa John's again, always get pad Thai, Italian, Tex-Mex. Did someone say Tex-Mex? Something festive. Indian food is loaded with butter. Not if it isn't. They label what's vegan in the Indian that we go to. Spicy basil chicken. I like spicy basil without the chicken. Yeah. Norwegian. All right. C4. All right, black's trying to make a queen. He's trying, but he's failing miserably. C4 is explosive. So you know the game is going to be a draw when every move is a draw. When it says like one move is a draw and the other move's down, then maybe not. But it doesn't matter what white does, it's a draw. Then it doesn't matter what black does, it's a draw. See, that's annoying. All right, finally black's better. Although not really. I got past pawn. I guess that's better. This is the wrong colored rook pawn. This is the wrong colored rook pawn, etc. 53% said Indian. You said Thai, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't see the poll.
Yeah, I voted.
Oh, you voted for Thai?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We just had Indian.
Well, yeah, more recently than Thai. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to get the usual Thai? You want them to deliver? You want to go get it? Hopefully deliver it. I'm too lazy to do anything. I don't like when you get it because they're always acting weird there with their paying and you call them and they didn't get the order and they put it in your car. Terrible. Papa John's. All right, if we're getting Thai, we got to get some Thai donations. You know, dun da da da. So whoever donates $49.99 enables us to get Thai. Is Karen a vegan too? She's not. 9 cents. That'll get us like one of those little sauces. Very little. Order a pizza on date night. Terrible.
I barely like pizza.
I like pizza, but I can't have any cheese or it's fake cheese. Let's see. Queen e6. Queen e6 is legal. All right. Rook takes d8 is good. Bishop takes d8 is really good. And bishop d4 is good. All right. All zeros again. Terrible. Yeah, Thursday's our date night. That's correct. All right, what's going on here? They're like rushing to a draw. Bishop f6, bishop f6, gf6. After queen f6, white's better. White takes and then runs over here. Still probably a draw. Yeah, I don't even think white's better there. All right, queen g takes. The engine says every move is a draw. Queen g3 is a draw. King f1. Okay, he played queen g3. And then queen c7. I mean, black's better because I have a passed pawn, but I can never push it. Because if I get my queen somewhere over here, my king's going to be too exposed to perpetual. But I'd still rather have black because I have passed pawn. So, maybe I'll queen in 700 moves somehow. Maybe. e4, draw agreed. The scores, yes. Wesley is down 1. Fabi won a game. The other games are drawn. This game is worth double, but it's going to be a draw. So, yeah. 148 centidues. Hooray. That's not enough, but it's close. Close. E4 exclam. Former muscle. That is correct. Fabi has a win, and there's 3 draws. This is game 5. This game's also going to be a draw. $2.45 for Karen's meal. $2.45. God damn.
Yay.
Hooray. And then the next game, game 6, if Wesley wins that game, I said if, then he wins today because that game's worth 2 points. So even though each side gets 1 win, Wesley wins. Wesley's ahead. All right, so played queen d4, takes, and perpetual. White can't get a passed pawn. This pawn's too strong, so white has to perpetual. White can make some random move, c3, and then perpetual. But at some point, white, his pawn's going to queen, so you got to take the perpetual. White has no choice. There's one game after this. This game's going to be a draw. Wesley lost a game, and the other games are all draws. Very close match. I guess the games tomorrow, games 11 and 12, that are worth 3 points, are going to be pretty important. I don't even want this Perrier. I'll take it. I'll take it in the car. I drank this too slowly or fast or whatever's funnier. Send Perrier. Karen's in the chat. Ask Karen questions in the chat. Sometimes they draw, but it doesn't say they draw, and the game's over and we don't know it. So, yeah, I think the game ended in a draw already. So I want to go to this game, yeah. All right, we'll just pretend it ended in a draw. I don't know. All right, so this is the last game. Fabi has 1 win and there's 4 draws. This is the 6th game, and then we're done. And then tomorrow I'll be streaming at 10 a.m. for Magnus versus Naka and Dubov versus Ding again. And then the last day of this event will be tomorrow. The Magnus event will never end. This event ends tomorrow. Let's see. Who am I raiding? Well, the raid's not going to be for half an hour, so we can decide that later. I'm going to use the restroom. Another train! 300 senators from Gawking Rabble. I didn't know we could have a train. I thought it was too soon. All right. Go make the train go. I have to use the restroom.
Make the train go?
The train just started.
What am I supposed to do?
No, tell them to put money for the train. You know what to do. Tell them we got to eat some Thai food. Level 5.
Hello, folks. So I want to hear more about the Magnus situation. So who knows about that? Hey, Drumstick. Somebody's got to know. Hey, Output. Poxford. Casper Vid. Peter Gast. Hey, Pietro. Chess and Chinwag. Hey, Frimus. Hey, last night. I want some. Magnus said Naka's nails are trash. That's made up, Mr. Popesill. I want some gossip. Hurry before Ben gets back. Come on now. I missed it all. I was in a very important meeting that I just finished. Yeah, is there a clip? Yeah, I find it hard to believe he got banned and that they knew that was Magnus. There's no way. Hey, Grandmaster Stewart. Hey, Avalanche 321. I just can't even believe that would happen. That's just not even possible. Who has better hair? Let's see. Let's see who's in here. Naka or Magnus? God.
You knew I was here.
All right. Sorry about that. Who has better? Magnus, definitely. He's not even close.
Damn. Good voting.
I didn't mean
How's the
yell.
train going? How's the train going?
I want some Magnus gossip.
I can't see the train.
He says he shot himself.
Where's the train? Is it gone?
I don't know. I didn't even pay attention to the
train.
train.
The pole's over the train.
I wasn't even worried about the train. I was more
am.
interested in Magnus gossip and polls.
I can't even move the pole out of the way to see the train.
I still got no Magnus gossip.
All right,
Karen should. Okay. What?
You can sit here.
Well, okay, but I didn't mean to yell.
It's going. It made level 2. Oh, there it is. I can get rid of it. All right, another train. Yeah, I got rid of the thing.
I am quiet
Boo.
usually, and
they got that.
Ben will back me up though. I am absolutely one of the loudest people at karaoke. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you wouldn't even believe how loud I am.
She's loud at home. Yep. Magnus wore unmatched socks. No. Stockfish or fried fish. Damn.
If I ever stream again, I'm going to sing on my stream. Because I can't really talk, but I can sing.
Mm-hmm. Best clip ever. I agree. I want to watch that clip. Can you guys make the train go to level 3 after that? Come on.
There's that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't yell that loud. You guys are wimps.
That was a great clip. All right, what happened? 500 centidues, 100 centidues, 1 centidue. Yay. Go Booty Gripper. Go Pinky Jim. All right, it's game 6. It's the last game. Karen, what's the name of this opening? Thanks, Patrol 19, putting us to level 3. Good.
I can guess. I don't know.
2 subs. Yeah, guess.
What is it? The Rosalimo?
Close. If this pawn was here, and this pawn, yeah.
That's not even close.
Yeah. If this pawn was here and this pawn was here, that'd be right.
All right, what is it? I don't know.
Ruy Lopez.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Spanish.
I
Yeah.
don't do any form opening.
Yeah, well, you were close. If this pawn was
I wasn't
here.
anywhere close.
Yay, it's the hype train. People of the world, join in. Join the scam train. Okay, so
The
A6.
Spanish.
Fabi's white. Usually Wesley's playing the Berlin, but now he's played this last time also.
Oh yeah, the rest
They
of
already
the
did
row has
this.
to be Sicilian.
They already had this position. He played Queen D6. They already did this event. They did not hear you. He played Queen D6. This already happened. All of this. He didn't play A4. Then he doubled up on the bubble up, sacked the exchange. All right, A4. It's new.
Nobody really knew anything about the Magnus situation.
Boo.
Who
boo.
told you that originally?
Everybody. A lot of people in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's go. We need money for the Thai restaurant. It's date night. Come on.
I wonder. I need to activate my fake ID and get on over there.
Exactly.
My fake handle.
Okay, yeah, he played C3 last time, you guys said, or I don't know what he did. Okay, A4, B4, B3. Recommended by Ginger GM. You got to be free, right? Bum. You know the song "Poison" by Belle Biv DeVoe? Bum, 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 bum. You know the song?
No.
Dun, we know. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, Poison. Okay, Rook F7, Rook F8, Rook E1. Papa John's.
Thank you, little turd.
Yay, French 5-inch taint and Randall giving 100 centidues. Go, go, go. What's the Magnus situation? Wrong band. No.
Oh, Avalanche 321. I just got here too, and they're saying that he got banned from the Naka stream. That's
And
all
his
I know.
children's children.
So I just find that hard to believe, Avalanche. What do you think? I just got here too. Nobody's coming.
Man, Fabi has 11 minutes and he started with 10 with a 5-second increment. That's pretty good.
That is good.
That's like not even possible.
Nobody's come forward with any evidence. Seems to be all gossip. Hey, 2,000 guests.
We banned nobody. Not yet.
I don't like Korean cuisine that much. I love Thai cuisine though.
Mm-hmm. You want him to deliver it to our house, or do you want to go get it?
Whatever you think's the
Deliver to
best.
the house.
All right.
Yeah, you should order it now. You want the usual?
Mm-hmm.
If I knew what that was, I'd order it.
I just want some of the tofu Todd and
Do you want the soup or do you want the curry?
Depends
Depends how this hype train does.
soup and the rice
Soup? All right. They're out of it.
with tofu. Sometimes I get it with chicken.
Are we going to watch Blazing Saddles or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Blazing Saddles.
She wore a blazing saddle. Yeah.
No soup for you.
No soup for you. That's correct. Let's see. Spice. What happened? 300 centidues. Now you get Thai food. Order anything. All right.
No, I didn't see the Magnus tweet. What was it, Chess and Chinwag? Do tell. I've been busy for the last 2 hours in a very important meeting.
Very important.
So I missed the stream and everything going
No,
on.
don't do that. What happened? Rolo subscribed. We're getting close to 100%. We need 3 more subs or 800 centidues. No.
I cannot wait to get a haircut.
If you can tell me who Stefan Curry is, I'll donate. Says 2007 guest.
Stefan Curry?
Yeah, it's like some kind of Thai curry.
What?
He's a person. Who is he?
I don't know.
Oh, well, not going to donate then.
I don't know. I mean, I can
He
guess.
plays basketball. Which team does he play for?
I mean, hardly
I'll give you a hint.
I only know
It's
the
a team in California.
The Lakers.
That's a team in California. No. Ending Infinity.
I don't know.
Golden State Warriors. Your favorite.
I wasn't going to get it, but didn't they go to the finals or something?
Yeah, they win the finals almost every other year.
Yeah.
Then they traded all their good players and they were injured and so forth. And basketball stopped. And I have some other excuses too.
Oh, yeah. Ben told me about that Monkus tweet. I thought that maybe there was
No, it ended. Boo! 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 Terrible support. Now we can't get Thai food.
I thought that was funny.
Boo. what's going on in this game? Okay, so we saw this. Always retreat, right? Queen D1, always retreat. Queen B6, always retreat. And now D4, confusing the audience. See that? Aren't you confused? I know I am.
I don't ever like it when the pawns are like that
Yeah.
in the center because I can't.
He played the engine move, ED4.
Yeah.
White played the engine move, ED5. And then we got a lot of food, so it was ED Gourmet. And then he played the engine move, ED5. And now the engine says King H1? God damn, what? Knight E2. He played Rook E6. Not the engine move. Now this exchange sacrifice is okay. Bishop D6 is okay. Queen B7 is okay. But Rook E6 is good. Knight D4, attacking the rook, right? And now he can play bishop takes D4, pinning the knight. That both knights are pinned, confusing the audience. Are you confused? Yeah.
Definitely. I'm not good with pins.
Yeah. He could also sack the exchange. Crazy. All right, very interesting game. It's triple-edged. I ban you, you ban me. All right, we need some huge donations to order this expensive food. He played bishop d4. These guys always play 99. Can you believe that? Ooh, spice of tie.
Has Bruce Webb been here today?
I haven't seen him. He was up till like 6 in the morning, so I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Tofu.
He wasn't here. Yeah, I banned somebody from Discord for the first time ever. I'm not a big banner, but I've banned so many people this last week. Yeah, Bruce is a guy.
That is correct. And what do you want? Tom Kha?
Yeah.
And you want small, and you want tofu.
Medium spicy.
Medium spicy.
I just don't believe this that Magnus got banned.
And you want rice on the side. Let's see.
I'm going to go investigate.
Sides. You'll never find out. All right. It says don't put the cart before the horse. Leave it door delivery. Try it. All right, I'll try it.
Yeah, I love Tom Kha.
And instructions. Leave at front door.
Chess and Chinwag. They're saying he got banned on Naka's channel, but I just find that hard to believe.
He really didn't get banned. It was his children. Okay. So after all these knights are pinned, I pin you, you pin me. He played bishop d6, the engine move, unpinning his bishop, right? And what did Aretha Franklin say? Is it Aretha Franklin?
I don't know, because I don't know what
Unpin my bishop. Unchain my heart.
Oh.
Is that Aretha Franklin? I don't know. It's somebody. I may have made this song up. I don't know. You're the karaoke woman. I don't know.
I know the song. Can't think who it is. Unchained.
Okay, now he played bishop e3.
That was a male voice.
That's the engine move. And then he retreated. Always retreat. And the engine likes it. Knight d8, attacking the rook.
Oh, Shaka Khan? Really?
What?
That was a male voice.
Shaka Khan. Joe Cocker.
I don't know Chess and Chinwag. I got it.
The song is from
secondhand.
Ray Charles original. They're all arguing.
Oh, yeah, the
Joe Cocker,
I know the
Ray Charles.
version. That's the one I'm thinking. I tried it was a male voice.
Let's see. Well, that's not the version I'm thinking of.
That's the one I know about.
Let's see.
Yeah, somebody asked if we're still friends with Neiman. I still like the Neiman channel. I have a sub over there. You know, I'm probably going to get banned there any day. I expect it because one of the admins there does not like me. But until I get banned, every time I go over there, though, everybody's talking bad about Ben. And it's like I was talking in the chat, and it's just like somebody farted in the room. It's like, oh, shit, there's Ben's wife. But I still go over there till I'm banned. Coming for you.
understand what that even says. But all right. Let's see.
Nobody's hating on Hikaru.
He's the best.
And take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I've never said one bad thing about the man. Ever. Thank you, Drumstick.
All right. So he has to sack the exchange because he has to. See, the rook's attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere he goes, black can take it.
Aw.
Okay, but the engine says that's fine.
It's never fine when that happens.
So
to
he
me.
played rook e5. Now everybody's sacking the exchange. What else was everybody doing?
Kung Fu fighting?
That's correct. Yay, you caught up
Got
at the
one.
end. Everybody was kung fu fighting. 300 centidues. You have an amazing wife. Who are you talking to? Hikaru was elite, frankly. Good night, cooking on the grill. See you, Pinky Jim. Thanks.
Bye, Pinky Jim.
Yeah. What's the score of this match? Wesley lost one game, and all their games are draws. This is the last game of the match. Okay, the engine says c6 or bishop takes, and he played c6. Then rook h5 is a move. The engine says knight e4 is double exclam. What a crazy move. You see how the knight's pinned because I said so?
Mm-hmm.
So knight e4. Everything's pinned. That's the best move, but he didn't find it. He played rook h5. Knight e6.
Well, couldn't you just take it with that pawn?
You could. Then queen takes this. See, that's pinned too.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's pinned. Yeah. So he played knight e6. That's correct. Knight h4. Engine hates that move. See, you're supposed to play h4, h5, h6, not put all your pieces on the h file. That's not as good. Now it says Wesley's winning. g6 and black is +2. So rook h5 was bad. Knight h4 is bad. Papa John's. All right. So Fabi did stuff that you like to do. He sacked a piece. You like doing that.
I've sacked a few in my day.
Takes queen g4. Rawr, he's threatening to attack. Rook g7, that's the engine move. Rook h6. And the engine says black is winning. Now, are you sitting down?
Mm-hmm.
If Wesley wins, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Then Wesley wins 1. He won. Fabi won 1. And 4 draws. Who's ahead?
Well, you said that some of the games are worth different points.
That's right.
So I don't know.
It's clutch. This is the end. This is the clutch time.
Oh, they're worth more
The
at
end.
the end?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Wesley's ahead if he wins this game, even though he won 1 and Fabi won 1.
Aw.
Well, he is winning, so he didn't win yet. Queen c7, excellent. The last 6 moves that Wesley's played are the number 1 engine move. The engine didn't like rook here and knight here, so Fabi's sort of forcing himself to sack all his pieces. The engine doesn't like it. Okay, the engine really hates bishop takes c5. These knights are superfluous, right? Mm-hmm. You agree? And then he's trading pieces when he's down a piece. This is a terrible move. Yeah, it really hates that. Now it says Fabi's way ahead, 2.5. So basically, white has 2 pawns for a piece. Now, when you're a low-rated player and you're not an elite, you're like, 2 pawns for a piece. That means I'm down 1 point. When you're an elite, then it's just you're up a piece. Now, when I give private lessons and I'm teaching and I tell my students a piece is worth how many pawns, what do I tell them?
3?
No. No.
What? Repeat the question again.
How many pawns is a piece worth?
All
All right, let's text Matt Larson. Text Matt Larson.
I don't know.
I'm going to text him.
You've never said this to me.
Terrible. Yeah,
0?
Oakley 66 knows. Yeah, they all know. They're all saying the right answer.
What?
Well, they're all saying it.
A piece is a piece?
No.
Oh.
Okay, where's Matt Larson? How many pawns is worth a piece? And then I better put in parenthetical, according to me.
I mean, I haven't had a lesson in a million years.
No complaining. All right, according to me.
I don't ever get a lesson.
All right, see here. How many pawns is worth a piece? Matt Larson,
Okay.
Papa John's. All
Yeah.
right. 9.
9.
Yeah, 9 instantly. Correctamundo. Yeah, that is right.
Banned in a cartoon because they mentioned the word Magnus. Okay. Thank you, Chess and Chinwag. I didn't think Magnus was banned. People were banned.
All right.
But why would they be banned? Because they said Magnus. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
You can't be down a piece, then you got no pieces. Pawns don't matter. Okay? Man, I can't say what I want to say. I'll tell you later. You'll agree with me. Okay. So pawns don't matter. Pieces matter. Pawns matter in the end game when you're getting 4 queens. Then they matter. Opening and middle game don't matter at all. All right. So he's wrapping it up. He's got the wrap it up button. Yeah, and black's up a piece. Yeah. You guys are like, ooh, look at those passed pawns. Ridiculous. Yeah. Black's just up a piece here. Yeah. The players both know it. So this is really, really, really... Now, if the gawking rabble were right, because the gawking rabble always says a pawn's worth 3 pieces. Pieces worth 3 pawns, right? Well, the gawking rabble say that.
That's what I say.
Right. Okay. Then, according to the engine, black would be up +1 here. Right? And what does the engine say? Rawr! That's what it says. It says he's up 3, and it looks like the pawns don't exist. It's like, I'm up a knight. Because that's what's going on. More than 3. Confusing Karen. It's like, doesn't white have a lot of pawns? Doesn't white have 3 passed pawns? I couldn't conceive of it.
Well, if the pawns were further down the board.
Right, I like this queen h8 is the best move because that's the only retreat I can find. It's good. Yeah. All right, so if Wesley wins this game, then the truth hurts. That means Wesley wins one. Yeah, he played queen h8. Always retreat. Go Wesley.
Yay.
Yeah, that's the greatest move ever. So Wesley wins 1, Fabi wins 1, 4 draws, Wesley's ahead. Yay, always retreat.
Yay. Hey, Chess Chinwag, but who banned the people then? It was not, why can't they say Magnus? Okay, I need to know.
Yay, always repeat. Yay, Wesley. Retreated, always repeat. Man, Wesley's my hero. I'm really mad that Wesley took a draw against Magnus, losing the match, but he's making up for it here. He's repeating, he's retreating. Great. Awesome. None of you guys would ever have retreated. You would have played 94 and whatever.
Yeah, but why, Cooper? Why can't you say Magnus over there?
Go Magnus.
Nobody's answered my question.
94. Double X clam. Okay, 94. Queen check. All moves win.
Oh, I see, because he lost to him. Okay, maybe so. That's pretty dumb.
He lost to So also. That's right. You said maybe so. That's also correct.
Can't say Magnus. I guess so.
So I texted Matt Larson how many pawns is a piece worth. He said 9. I said that's right, and he said if anything, it's an underestimate. Now you're talking. Yeah, and that's Matt Larson. He's slightly less crazy than I am, or maybe he's crazier. I don't know.
All right, another sip.
590 viewers to do. I like the clutch scoring system when Wesley wins. Go Wesley. Yeah, I was off of Wesley because he did that stupid draw with Carlson, losing the match. But now, okay. Go Wesley. He's repeating a lot. I like that. Good. All right, Wesley has more time and an extra piece. Papa John's. What do you think of White's rook on E1?
Me?
Yeah, what 2-word phrase or 3-word phrase would you describe that? That rook on E1.
2-word phrase?
Well, it's 2 words, but there's an and in the middle. Right, shallow and pedantic.
Oh.
That's right. All right, what's going on here? White's checking for his life. This guy said he thinks it's a draw. That's how you know he's going to win, because the gawking rabble thinks it's a draw. That guy's not elitist. He doesn't, he thinks a draw is fair. Yeah. This guy wants to underpromote to a pawn. And we're too elitist for that. Thanks for gifting the sub, Court Monson, to Blazing Big Mics. It's like Blazing Saddles. So it's pretty good.
Wait, people were donating money.
TTS said, rude messages mentioning Magnus.
Oh, okay.
Nice. You know you're losing when the engine says the best move is F3. F3 is the best move, so therefore he's losing. Wesley played like 6 good moves in a row. That's all I needed. Yeah, Wesley's the best unless, Fabi beats him tomorrow. Then Fabi's the best.
Yeah, I was going to say Hans, but he's not on anymore.
All right, our food's coming soon to our house, so we need about another $19.99. Right? $19.99. That's my favorite donation. You know what my favorite donation is? $99.99.
Oh.
Yeah, it has all nines.
How about $999?
That never happens. So I like $99.99 the best, $9.99 the second best, which happens a lot. I like 99 cents, but the problem with 99 cents is you don't get an emote. You need 100 cents to get the train emote. So 99 doesn't do it. It doesn't even help bring the train there, so it's really bad. I should probably contact Twitch about that and tell them 99 cents should help start the train emote. Now you see how he's got 2 pawns for a knight, and it says that black is up 500? Mm-hmm. See? That's because I'm right. All right, so he played this, rookie 2 question mark. Now he's going to repeat, always repeat. Yeah, Wesley's the best. Yeah, he won't play knight takes f2. He'll go check, and then he'll probably take on f2.
You were just complaining about wanting Wesley, the one that didn't even try to win.
That's right. I was really mad at him, but I'm really happy here. Queen h8. Oh my God, Queen h8. Repeating and retreating, and retreating and repeating.
I'm not a big Wesley fan. Go Fabi.
Well, you better root for Wesley this game. Oh man, he's doing it again.
I like Fabi.
Man, this is great. Look at this. Yes. Retreat and repeat. Oh man, he's gonna go here now. And he's gonna take on f2. Papa John's. Oh man, this is great. Yeah, so he's either gonna take this or he's gonna check and then take this. He hasn't decided yet. He's gonna play one of these 2 moves. Which one do you think he'll play? You have to pick one, then he'll play it.
I think the knight move.
Working on his knight moves. The idea, you're threatening mate with the knight on f2. Mm-hmm. And if you take it, I play queen check, king here, and then rook takes rook. So black's up a rook, then white does 1,000 checks, but the engine says no. Wesley's making sure he doesn't get perpetualed. If he gets perpetualed, that's bad. So he's figuring it out. $0.99, but the emote ain't one. Hit me.
Oh yeah, Peter was complaining about the 99 donation. I heard him say.
Yeah, you were right.
What?
Knight takes f2.
Yay.
Yep. Check here. Now Fabi's going to do the checking game. When the checking game runs out, he's going to do the resigning game. Yeah, the checking game isn't so good. They should play Hungry Hippo. Yeah. Fabi's crying like a grandmaster. So Wesley's going to win this game. And even though it's 1 win each with 4 draws, Wesley's ahead. Very confusing. The moves come in bunches because, well, that's the end of the checks. Because if you check on the H file, I go here. Trading queens. Mm-hmm. That's it. So he'll resign. What % chance is it that he'll resign here? 100 or more? Well, he resigned, so I guess it's more.
Oh, I was.
So Wesley wins. Yeah. So 1 win each, 4 draws. Some of the draws could have gone either way. So very, very close match. And then Fabi gets an extra $2,000 because he won this game. This is one of the expensive games. Yeah, I don't know.
Fabi gets?
Wesley, Fabi, same thing. Papa John's. All right, Vampire Chicken went live. Hooray. Ooh, I can rate Dominic.
Oh, I would rate Charlotte.
Charlotte, what about Vampire Chicken?
I would rate
Vampire Chicken went live because this event ended. So he'll get rated by the St. Louis. See?
Yeah, I would rate Charlotte.
Yeah, that's why Charlotte, what do you think? Charlotte didn't know that I was ending my streak?
Oh, we definitely knew.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I can't spell Charlotte even though I lived there for... Raid Charlotte Chess Center. The Vampire Chicken Shell is not vegan. No. what happened last game? This is the last game. Fabiano resigned because he's down a rook. And if he checks on the H file, black plays queen H6, trading queens. So he resigned. Yeah. So Wesley's up 1 point because this game was worth 2 points. Don't ask me why. They each have 1 win and 4 draws, so Wesley's ahead. I don't know. Don't cut off mid-sentence again. That's ridiculous. I would never cut off mid-sentence.